The severe thunderstorm warning has been lifted in the area that we're talking about in Tuolumne County, but we still have been dealing with the flooding. The flooding has been the big issue in that spot. But right now we're still seeing in this area of green, that's a flash flood warning that's been issued, and that's expected to last at least until about 6:15 this evening. I wouldn't be surprised if that got extended because we still have some thunderstorms that are popping up, especially along Highway 120 right now. We'll zoom into the Groveland area and you can see where we have these pockets of heavier rain. Again, this is nothing compared to what we saw just a couple of hours ago, making its way through Sonora. Had some very heavy rainfall and lots of hail, and it's those intense downpours that are making it again so difficult. And with the flash flooding that's been occurring in that area, and we have seen many spots where we've seen some very heavy rainfall and flash flooding associated with some of these cells now working their way from the west to the east. So it's going up the road here along Highway 120 is where we're seeing that. Again, those areas of hail where we've had hail sizes anywhere from 1/4 of an inch all the way up to an inch or more in some spots. This is what we call a hot spot. This is where we have a combination of this warm air. And what's really interesting too is to look at, again, the temperatures that we saw today in San Joaquin County, Stanislaus County, where this air is coming from. We had daytime highs that made their way into the mid to even upper 60s. Cold air though is to the north, and this is an area where this is converging. And so we're seeing that warmer air getting pushed up into the colder air, and then it just takes off, causing these thunderstorms to pop up near Chinese Camp in Groveland. Again, this is just over the past hour we've been seeing that. A lot less active in through the Sierra. You can see along I-80 and Highway 50, but still we're seeing that transition from rain into snow at around 6,000 feet. So that just tells you that those snow levels are running pretty high, and they're going to stay high as we have more rain and snow in the forecast. Brittany?
All right, Dirk, thank you. Let's go outside and take a live look at Sonora. On your left, you can see the road was really flooded earlier this afternoon. Look at that truck trying to figure out what to do with the flood waters. Well, luckily on the right, this is a live picture, and a lot of the water has receded over the past few hours, but we can tell you there is still severe flooding on the roads in Sonora, specifically along Stockton Road. There's still a flash flood warning in places for Sonora, Tuolumne County, Columbia, a bunch of different areas there. We've got to go right to KCRA 3's Leanne Denyer, who is live in Jamestown right now. Leanne, what are the storm damages you're seeing where you are?
Well, right now we're seeing a lot of water. I want to walk you over this way here. This is Rawhide Road in Jamestown. And as we made our way into Jamestown, we saw a lot of this. Just one example is just this amount of water just pooled over the roadway here. It's even just in the short time that we have been here, we've seen that water go down just a little bit, but that's just, again, an example of what we saw as we made our way into Jamestown, is these areas of the roadway that are covered with water. But I want to show you this as well. So there's a neighborhood just back here. This is Peppermint Creek, and we were talking with some of the people who live back in this neighborhood here, but look at this water. It's just rushing. Those downpours that Dirk was just talking about and the hail, the folks who live up here said they hadn't seen anything like that, heard anything like it in a long time. And again, there's a lot of water rushing now, but they said this is, better than they saw a couple of hours ago. A couple of hours ago, the water had actually made its way over the bridge here, which is really frightening for people who live here because this is the way in and out of their neighborhood. They said this has been a storm that they haven't seen in a really long time here in Jamestown. And while they're doing okay, they said they're just a little shaken up by it and just kind of keeping an eye on the water as it is starting to go down here at Peppermint Creek. We're here in Jamestown tonight taking a look at all of this water, keeping an eye on roadways for people who are trying to make their way around town tonight. We're going to be keeping an eye on things for you throughout the evening. In Jamestown, Leanne Denyer, KCRA 3 News.
That water is moving, Leanne. Thank you so much. Let's continue our weather coverage now. There are new evacuation warnings for some in Modesto. The Stanislaus County Office of Emergency Services issued the warning late this afternoon for the Riverdale community as the Tuolumne River continues to rise there. Now, mandatory evacuation orders are already in place for those living along River Road. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandor is live in Modesto. Michelle, I know when we saw you at 5 o'clock, there was a lot of standing water. It looks like that's still the case where you are.
Yeah, the water's not going anywhere here in Riverdale Park. There is flooding here. Now, this park does not have a lake, but it sure looks like there is a lake here now. That's the Tuolumne River you see in the background. You can see the water and the fast current behind there, but then you can see how this water has poured over into the park here. And residents talking with them who are in the park hanging out, they said that yesterday the water was not here in the park. So it is coming up fast here in Modesto, and some of the residents have left for evacuation shelters and are staying there, but other residents are just waiting to see how high the river gets.
Yeah, it's coming up. You know, we only got like a foot, 2 foot before it breaks the edge.
Watching the Tuolumne River rise has become part of the daily routine at the Driftwood Mobile Home Park in Modesto.
2 days ago, you could see the bottom of the step, the bottom step. Yesterday, you could see like 5 steps. And today, now, you only got 3 here that are dry.
Jim Hober has his truck parked in place.
Well, I'm just getting my 5th wheel here ready
to hitch up his home and head out.
That water would come up onto that grass. That water hits that grass, I'm out of here.
A crew with the United States Geological Survey is also keeping an eye on the river. They cabled across the river with their equipment to measure the river flow, current, and depth. Modesto firefighters are watching too, hoping residents heed the mandatory evacuation orders.
Kind of nervous, really nervous, especially when they came and knocked on our door saying, here's the warning papers.
Stanislaus Sheriff's deputies also made the rounds in the Riverdale neighborhood Saturday, warning folks they need to have a plan if the river crusts. There are several evacuation shelters staffed by the American Red Cross, serving those who leave their homes.
We're not that worried about packing up yet, no, but I gotta still keep an eye on the river just in case.
The Kodiak's ready to go.
Residents say they're ready, but first responders hope they don't wait too long to get out. Now, again, here in Riverdale, it is an evacuation warning. It's not a mandatory evacuation, but it affects about 1,000 people. And we've been talking to residents here in the park this afternoon, and a lot of them are saying that, you know, they're just going to wait it out. They're going to see really what happens. The flood stage here is 55 feet, and the Stanislaus County Sheriff says that it reached about 52 feet today and warned residents that if a heavy downpour comes, that the river could crest and they will need to probably evacuate. Reporting live in Modesto, Michelle Bandor, KCRA 3 News.
Michelle, definitely a good reminder to be ready just in case. Thank you so much. We have a road closure now to tell you about, and this is why State Route 20 is shut down right now from Hardin Flat Road to the South Fork Tuolumne Bridge. Caltrans says this is due to the road being partially washed away. Now, this next photo really shows you that perspective. Officials are working on repairs there right now, but there's no estimated time of reopening. That road has been totally washed away. A big thank you to viewers in San Joaquin County who sent us this video. This is in Escalon on Temple Creek Road where that water is flowing quickly. It looks like it's flowing into a field, reaching the tops of those tree branches here. Now, we know that the Public Works team is going to check it out, and right now they say there's no evidence of a levee breach at this time, which is good news, but we know that crews are out there monitoring this right now. And also right now, emergency crews are working to restore power to customers across the state. Right now, more than 28,000 people are still without power across California. In our region, Monterey County is seeing the biggest impact with over 17,000 customers still in the dark. Hundreds are still without power in Nevada County tonight after the snow took down power lines in the foothills and the Sierra. KCRA 3's Aaron Heft has the latest on the work being done.
Rain falling, flowing through the now hardened snow, and tedious work ahead. Replacing power lines and poles after the weight of the region's recent snow tore trees from their roots.
You know, it's been exhausting.
There's got to be better communication.
Lisa and Dino Milano are just some of the many living without power in freezing temperatures. With tree trunks still scattered across their property, they walked us through the damage.
Yeah, and we're thankful for that.
And it wasn't the wind, it was the snow load on trees that aren't used to it.
The reality is they haven't had power since last month, the end of February. Their propane tank and humming generator, their only lifelines, but with a hefty price tag, $1,200 for a 2-week supply.
The biggest gripe is we saw no signs of life from the state or the county. And, Yeah, there were lines down, but surely there must be some communication with PG&E that those lines aren't live.
As we spoke, fiberglass poles drilled into the hillsides, replacing the old along their street. But still, so much work ahead. With massive downed trees still covering the hillsides, many of which took down power lines, PG&E crews and other crews still work to restore power to the residents here. In Nevada City, Erin Heft, KCRA 3 News.
You can track the cleanup efforts and any incoming rain or snow, power outages too. You can find that all on our KCRA 3 app. You can also use the interactive radar to zoom into your neighborhood and see when